Hey Leos, this is Leo with Half Moon Tarot. I will be doing your March 2024 reading. I've already meditated over the cards and asked that Spirit bring whatever is necessary for you to hear, for you to know, expect, and be prepared for. So, Leos, coming into the month of March, you're leading with the Three of Wands, the Two of Coins, and the Queen of Cups. Now, Leos, the question that I have for you is what's stopping you, right? What is holding you back? Because what I am seeing for the things that you want to do does not require money. It requires you to make time and space for it. And I know you're like, Leah, well, I don't have the time and space to do what I want to do, but you have time and space to do what other people want you to do, right? You have time and space to put your friends before your goals. You have time and space to put everything else, everybody else's needs before your own. So, what is really stopping you from doing what it is that you want to do? And honestly, I think putting everyone else's needs before your own, making it about money, making it about time and space, is to cover up the fact that whatever it is you want to do truly scares you, right? And that's a good thing, Leo. Whatever it is, and it truly scares you to move forward with it, should push you into the space to want to do it, okay? Because the more time and the more space you put between yourself and that thing you want to do, the longer it's going to take you to accomplish, right? So I think this reading is coming up now because it's like not a last ditch effort to get your attention on this, but it's like, hey, this is the time for you to do it now, and it won't take as long to accomplish if you start now rather than starting later. Okay? It's almost like you've been listening to that thing in the back, that voice in the back of your head that is encouraging you to stay put. It's encouraging you to stay safe, right? And to be honest, Leo, you've been playing it safe for a very long time. So let's move into something that is going to make us uncomfortable, that is really going to challenge us, that's really going to push us in a space of, wow, I don't even know how I got here, but man, it's fun that I'm here and I want to keep going, right? So this is your opportunity to really jump off and do whatever it is that you want to do. I don't care if it's starting a business, I don't care if it's writing a book, starting that content that you want to create, whatever it is, just start it now, okay? The Justice card comes in and it's almost like this card reminds me of playing double dutch, right? Where you would have, the people turning the ropes, and maybe at one time they were turning it too fast and things were moving too fast, and you're like, slow it down, slow it down. And then you get ready to jump in. And then right before you jump in, it's like this possibility of being hit with the rope, because back in my day we didn't have rope, we had like telephone cords, and that thing hurt, okay? That possibility of being hit with it, but when you don't and you get into the groove of it, so exhilarating, right? So with this Justice card coming in, it's like you've been watching the ropes turn, but you haven't jumped in. You haven't felt that exhilarating feeling of, wow, I got this, right? And on top of that, you haven't felt that feeling of putting yourself first. You've gotten into the habit of putting people's needs before your own, thinking that it was going to be a reciprocal relationship when it hasn't been. Okay. And the Justice card comes in and it's like, man, you really got to put your foot down and start putting you first, because you're waiting for something that doesn't exist. You're waiting for a reciprocal relationship where you didn't put the boundaries of reciprocal in there in the beginning. And now people are just they're taking your time, they're taking advantage, they're taking your effort, they're taking your youth. Okay. And you have to be in a space of, no, this is my time. This is for me. This is for the project that I want to put forth. And you gotta stand on it, Leo. Stand on it. Okay. The Four of Cups comes in, and it really puts me in this space of the opportunity will always be there, but it won't always be knocking, right? It has knocked so long the knuckles are bloody, and you have ignored the call, the knock, all of that for so long that it is giving up on knocking. Once you decide to open that door, it's going to be sitting there waiting for you. A little battered, a little bruised, but it's going to be sitting there waiting for you. Okay? Which takes me up to the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups really seems out of place to me in this reading. Not to say that I would put it in any other place. In this reading, I would probably take it out. But as I sit here and I am looking at it, that's the space of you being humbled. And I don't even think humbled is the correct word. It is more of that is the card that reminds me of somebody that is waiting to be invited, and they're waiting to have their cup filled. They're waiting in line for their turn. And it's like, it's not that type of party. The reading comes through, spirit comes through the reading, and it's like, it's not that type of party, baby. You got to go up there and you got to get what's yours. Okay? So, yes, we can be humbled and we can be demure and we can be all of those things that make us soft. But at some point in time, you have to push through in power and get what it is that you want. And if you want the time and space to complete this project, then you got to take the time and space to complete this project and stop putting other people's needs before yourself. Okay? The Ten of Cups comes in, and the Ten of Cups really talks about like once you've gotten past this, the love that you are going to have, not only for yourself, Leo, and being proud in the things that you have accomplished, but in love with the actual accomplishments, right? It almost seems as if this thing is really close to your heart, which is why it scares you so much, right? This is something that is going to put you in a vulnerable position, which is why it scares you so much. And I know Leos aren't used to being vulnerable. They're used to going out there kicking ass, taking names, doing whatever it is they need to do, and then, maybe going home and crying about it, right? But it is imperative, Leo, that you take this time to carve out for yourself and the opportunity in order to get it accomplished, right? Carve out this time for yourself and the opportunity to create relationship in order to see what the next steps are to get it accomplished. A lot of times when we think of what it is that we want to do, we go straight to the end of the chapter, right? Or the end of the book. And we're like, whoa, that's overwhelming. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if this is the right move for me. But if we take it, page by page, it is easier to get to the end of the book or the end of the chapter when we're taking it in small doses, right? So it is imperative for you to start this journey now. Small steps, page by page, especially if this really is coming up for me, that people that want to write a book, people that want to start a business, right? It is as simple as, okay, you want to start a book, start at chapter 1. You want to start that business, what is the name of the business? Can we register the LLC? Can we at least go and look at websites that we can start to create our websites? Can we do a little research on the numbers and figure out where our demographic lies, right? There are so many things that we could be doing on the back end in order to make it come into fruition, right? But once you do that, Leo, you're going to come into a space where you are in love with that thing, right? This is your baby. You're not going to be able to stop talking about it, stop promoting it, stop marketing it, right? Especially if you're a content creator and that's something that you want to do, or even read tarot. You just have to start with the first thing that you want to do. Okay? Start little bit by little bit. You want to create content? Great. Pull out your camera. Pull out your phone. Start recording. It doesn't matter what it looks like. As long as you are getting something accomplished and you're getting it done, right? You want to be a tarot reader? Do you have a tarot deck? Let's start there, right? Are you familiar with your current tarot deck? Do you read for family and friends for fun? We have to start somewhere, right? Well, Leah, my family's, they don't know that side of me, right? That's fine. That's okay. Pull out your camera. Start recording your readings with just the cards, as I have done here, right? And that way you can get into a practice. You can get into a groove. When you are ready to expose and reveal yourself, you will have fallen in love with this thing that you have created. It is now time for you to start creating, Leo. Now is the time. Okay? I don't have much else to say. I can't convince you more than you can convince yourself. All right? I can't be more passionate about this than you are about whatever it is you want to accomplish. I just know that you need to turn down the voice in your head that's telling you that you're overwhelmed, that it might be too much, that you're not good enough. You need to turn down the voice in your head that says other people's needs are more important than your own, because it's unimportant. And it's not true. It's a lie. Okay? Now is the time, Leo. Go out and snatch it and grab it and kick ass and take names like I know you're capable of doing. All right? All right, Leo, that has been your March 2024 reading. Drop down in the comments. If this aligns with you, let's talk about it, right? If this is something that really touches you, let's talk about it, all right? And if it don't, baby, it just don't apply, right? So don't read too much into it. The shoe will fit somewhere else, all right? I'll talk to y'all next month. Be well.